Hello everyone, Larry Satchwell here again. 'Tis the season. By that I mean it's the season for the gardeners to grab up some great deals. It's the July 4th weekend. I got these at Walmart and at Lowe's. The July 4th kind of marks the end of summer for them. And so they're not going to be stocking nearly as many plants as they have, and they get tired of watering them. And all of these plants are suffering from lack of water. And I got this whole truckload for less than 30 bucks. So get to know the managers, talk to them, let them know. She stopped what she was doing and marked these echinaceas down for me. And I'm going to fill in that big hole. So here's my tip. It's raining, so I know it's not going to be very busy at the store. Go ahead and at the store, look at the roots. See all the white roots in this one? I know those are healthy roots. This one is kind of iffy. They're kind of dark. So I'm not sure this one's going to make it. Very, very dry. So this plant has been stressed a lot more than that one. And when you're working with stressed plants, that's not even going to cut it. Gotta get a scissors. When you're working with stressed plants, you want to cut them back so that they're not trying to produce any flowers. And as I said, this one's right on the border of not making it. But it was $2. So it's like buying a lottery ticket. Not every lottery ticket is a winner. But this one looks a lot better, and it's a lot wetter. That's the reason. I'm still going to cut it back because it's stressed. Now the echinacea here, she gave me a choice of a whole bunch of them, so naturally I picked out the best. And there's only one plant in each one of these, but I got 6 plants, so that's going to fill in this hole. I'm not going to even cut these back. Maybe a few I'll deadhead, and by deadhead I mean I'll take off the flowers that have already bloomed, like this one is probably going to not do any more. But I like to leave these on for the birds. So it's just sprinkling right now. I went down to the barn and got some compost. This is that big void I want to fill in with these. So I'm just going to min the soil a little bit with this compost. There's a lot of morning glories I see wanting to come up. I can't dig very deep because there are daffodil bulbs here. I do think I want a little more compost, so I'm going to go back down to the barn and get it. It's got some strange potting soil in it. It's like sawdust. And I'm going to break these roots up a little bit. Again, this is very, very dry, so even though it's raining right now, I'm going to get it a good soak after I plant them. So here's another tip. I mentioned before that there were daffodil bulbs here, and I just dug into a bunch. And these are so close together. I sliced this one. I doubt if it will come back. So I'm going to put this far to the side because I think it's going to rot. But with these, while I have them out of the ground, I'll go ahead and spread them out. The beauty of this, I like to do this because these will come up and bloom. The echinacea will die back in the winter. And as the echinacea grows, these will store more nutrients for the next bloom. And as they die, the echinacea will fill in their holes, and it gives you a year-round supply of flowers. And I'll put this one that's not looking very well over to the side here. For a couple of reasons. It won't be seen first off when you come into the garden. So hopefully we'll have time to recover. But there again, that's one of those lottery ticket buys. Well, that filled in this hole pretty well. She said that next week there'd be a lot more markdowns at Walmart. So I'm going to be checking back over the weekend and next week. See if I can't fill the rest of this tin. So this foxglove. One of the reasons foxgloves are so expensive is because they're a biannual. That means they only bloom on the second year. I had a foxglove come up at the arena that I had planted from wild flower seeds, and it was up there for several years. I just checked on it and it's coming back. There are little blooms on it. But last year, I wanted it on this hill. So I transplanted it and it did really well all winter. And then in the spring, I'd also purchased 2 more to put beside it. They were all looking great. And then all of a sudden in the spring, when they were getting a lot of water and I thought they would thrive, they rotted off. I'm gonna plant this one up on this hill so that it will come, what that is. I'm gonna save this little plant, I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna move it. So I'm gonna put this one on the hill so that it had really good drainage. I'm also gonna baby it with some potting mix in here, and that's, I don't know. Some people say you shouldn't amend the soil here, but I'm going to amend this because, like I said before, this is not great. It's still pretty much Georgia clay here on this hill. But I'm still going to make a nice wide hole and work the ground underneath it. Now, I really want to save this shoot here. It's cracked, but I think I can save it. Got these long sticks at the dollar store. I'm gonna put a triangle in here. Now here's the reason I want to save it. These are all seed pods, and this will self-seed. I hope it becomes a nuisance because this is one of my all-time favorite flowers. So I'm just gonna put this lightly together here so that it doesn't get mauled over by the rain this weekend. And loosely put this in. Or that mockingbird you hear in the background. She has a nest up on the trees up on a hedge that I really need to trim, but I haven't been able to do so because she's got that nest. She just plays havoc with our cat all day long. This one's cracked too, but maybe it'll still survive. So I'm going to baby it with this potting soil. You don't want any air in there. That will rot in the roots really quickly. Only thing to do now is water.